I'd like to thank the Minister Provincial of the United States Province of Trinitarians, who's also the chair of the Board of Trustees, the very Reverend Edward Owens, for all of his support, and I'd also like to thank all of the members of the board for their guidance. Fellow alumni, how great that sounds, parents, faculty, and guests, this is our last formal gathering. Graduates, in the days and years to come, I'll see you individually and in small groups and maybe even in large groups at reunions. And I know I'll hear about you and your work and the changes in your lives from other classmates, from your siblings, from your parents, future employers, from graduate schools, business associates, and from the faculty members with whom you'll keep in touch. But actually, this is our last time to gather as a community. You're now alums, and you cannot know how proud I am, class of '76, to stand between the classes of 1960, behind me here, and the class of 2010. These are two groups who have contributed so much to the tradition of excellence at DeMatha. You know that concentric circles of waves ripple out and surround a pebble that's thrown into a pool of water. Well, so too with us in the pool of time. Surrounding you graduates, are the members of the DeMatha community present and past. The musicians here today and the ushers and the other students are representatives of the present. The past here is represented by the class of 1960, but in fact it includes all 8,300 graduates. And surrounding us are the faculty and the families who join us here today. The community that we have built and that we continue to build can withstand anything except neglect. And I ask you, as you go your separate ways, please remember your connections to each other, to the faculty and school. I also ask you to please make sure that you have a kind word for those friends and guests who have supported you and the families that have nurtured and loved you. I'm going to take a moment to recognize a couple of faculty members who have given remarkable service to DeMatha over the years. Mr. Rick Reeves has taught, among other things, honors biology, anatomy and physiology, chemistry, environmental science, Latin. He chairs the Department of Science. He's run a camp for aspiring scientists. He moderates the science scholars. He's been recognized by Radio Shack, Washington Post, numerous other organizations. He currently holds the Collins Wooten Chair of Teaching Excellence. Rick has finished his 20th year of teaching at DeMatha. Mr. Reeves, will you please come forward and be recognized? Mr. Patrick Smith, a 1982 graduate of DeMatha, has taught every level of English at the school and has chaired the department. He currently teaches world literature on 3 different levels and is the director of admissions for enrollment. He served numerous years as a coach in the basketball program, and he continues to offer SAT prep class after school. Mr. Smith has modeled each day what it means to be a gentleman and scholar. Mr. Smith has completed his 20th year of service at DeMatha. Pat, will you please come forward and be recognized? Could I ask my 3 colleagues who are completing their 40th year at DeMatha, John Mitchell, Joe Carroll, and Doug Schifele, to please stand and be recognized. And now I'd like all of the members of the DeMatha faculty and staff who have completed 20 or more years of service to the school to please stand and be recognized. Thank you so much. I now return.